gozan del saya en la...
MP often talks to his team during flights, and recently, one of the main topics of discussion, winning on the road. It seems as it's developed into a mission for his squad.
And you can see it in his eyes. He loves making the big play to quiet the crowd. And he sent opposing fan bases home dejected time and again. Any of those doubters out there questioning MP's resolve to steamroll on the road are biting their tongue right now.
So for Minnesota right now, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Speedy in at the point. Murray looking around. Pass to Jokic. Over Gobert. And another miss by Denver. And so it's Minnesota up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They're communicating. We'll go for a different look here. Gordon, he's checked in for O'Neal. Watson comes in for Tyson. Brown's checked in for Strother. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Westbrook. And Stan, they always say for a player, confidence is such a big part of it. How can a coach instill that in a player?
Well, as your coach, I think your job is to create a system that the players believe in and they believe they can have success in. The rest of it has to come from inside of the players. They have to believe in themselves. Well, confidence isn't something that Gordon is lacking. He thinks his shot is there, so he just takes it.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Watson in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Speedy in their last game against the Pistons had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous. From the three-point line.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Outside Murray. To the inside. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Gordon with a screen on Edwards. Murray from outside. Randle pulls down the board.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
They get it again. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Speedy. Drains the triple. Speedy's got 6 here in the quarter. And so it's Minnesota, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, we have some pressure-filled games coming up. In addition, and time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that's a wrap on.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, and I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
On the court for Minnesota. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Speedy in at the point guard position.
A developing part of McDaniels' game that could elevate him to the next level.
Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. Tries it from 16. Counted. Murray's got 9.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Minnesota leading by 19. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Here's Brown. Guarded by Edwards. Steps back. Brown passes to Jokic. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Speedy. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Murray passes to Brown. And no good, trying to use the glass.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
A nice shot by Speedy.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. And you've got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Nas Reed.
Nuggets will go for a different look here. Jordan's checked in for Jokic. O'Neal comes in for Gordon. Strawther's checked in for Watson. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Brown.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Here's Speedy. From outside, off the mark. Pass to Strawther. With 1 on the clock. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Minnesota in total control. Up by 29.
Spazzy.
And 1. Getting ready for the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon's checked in for O'Neal. Watson comes in for Tyson. Brown's checked in for Strawther. And Murray subbed in for Westbrook. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. On the wing, Ingles. Here's Speedy. Off target with the 3. Denver has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
That's not a bad shot at all.
Nice shot by Speedy. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. Goes up at the elbow, and he gets the bucket.
Well, Murray can create space off the dribble, and he doesn't hesitate with that pull-up.
Here's Speedy. No good on the triple. And here's Denver. Here's Murray. Murray can't get that one to fall.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
The Nuggets shooting only 31% in the game.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And with the year they've had, you expect nothing less than a victory every time they take the court. Another stellar outing for them here tonight.
They had their number all year long. That 4-0 record says it all. They had the advantage in every crucial area.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Speedy.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Here's Speedy. From deep. Brown grabs the board. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
Here's Speedy, defended by Murray. Here's Speedy. Misses there. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A.
Let's go with Joe.
Hey, thanks. You guys have been dialed in on the road all season long. How have you been able to find so much success in these hostile environments?
You know, Joe, Coach has been drilling it into our heads since day one. Great teams win road games. So, you know, we made a plan to get better in that area, and we attacked that plan just like we attack all of our work. And the results speak for themselves.
You're speaking pretty loudly.
Thank you, Joe.
MP, you are the strongest.
Good job, MP. That's going to win
Another
some
day,
new fans.
another win. Good work.
News is out, courtesy of Shams, MP. Ladies and gentlemen, making his first I
mean, Jalen and Russ, you guys know this. Nothing about being a professional athlete is easy. Everyone in this league is elite. You know, I just control what I can control, keep my nose to the grindstone, and trust the work.
You hear that, Russ?
Ooh, my boy is smooth.
Playoffs are here. For a lot of teams, that's a big deal. But when you're as good as we are, just getting here means nothing. We are championship or bust. You know that. So, I'm not going to spend a lot of time firing you up. You don't need that kind of motivation. What you need to do is remember who you are. You're winners. It's in your blood. And you do everything that winners do. You execute the fundamentals. You fight for every possession. You stay the path. Because staying the path is what got you here. Which is why, at the end of it all, you'll be the ones hoisting that Larry O'Brien trophy. Because you know what it takes to get it, and you won't let anything stand in your way. Let other people worry about a work-life balance. Let other people be mediocre. You're after greatness. which means giving everything you've got to secure your place in history, gentlemen. History. Generational glory. Nothing more and nothing less. Bring it in, MP.
Y'all heard, Coach. Let's lock in. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3, win! Let's go.
This is it. The playoffs. Time to turn it up. Season starts now.
Playoff time. Wipe those records clean.
Timberwolves fans, come to the game in the first 10,000 fans that attended. Will the team and Timberwolves team up. A reminder, folks, the media card.
New stars emerge to inject a youthful exuberance. The Minnesota Timberwolves enter the postseason with the best record in the conference. But now, the stakes are higher. Will their dominance be tested as they go up against the Golden State Warriors? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game 1. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Now Golden State's starting 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Payton in at the 3. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle, and it's Speedy in at the point guard position. Taking a look at Minnesota. Greg, we know the confidence around this organization is extremely high. They feel like this is their series to lose.
And you know, they have an edge playing at home. They also probably have an edge in talent level. But I tell you what, any number of things can shift momentum in a series. You need to try and make quick work of this one and get to the second round.
Truly survive in advances. Amen. And at this stage of the postseason, having an explosive score like MP, well, Greg, that's priceless.
Yeah, coming into the playoffs, Kevin, with the NBA's points per game leader gives that team a ton of confidence.
All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thank you, Kevin. I asked MP about the jitters coming into this, his first ever playoff appearance. He said what keeps him calm is preparation. Watching film, visualizing what he needs to do out on the floor, he believes that he and his teammates are ready for this challenge. Guys?
I think they are, D.A. No one puts more work in than MP. And we thank you, D.A., for the report. And the basket by Speedy.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Warriors are gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Outside Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Another miss by Curry.
Well, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and it seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Speedy backs in, coming off an assist from Randle. Speedy's got 13.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's
a wonderful use of the pump fake. Who is it that's not going to respect Steph Curry faking you out on a shot attempt?
Stephen Curry hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Speedy, guarded by Curry. Here's Speedy. It's rebounded by Payton.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Here's Podziemski, outside Curry. There's the pick. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Speedy, no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
It's good.
Well, if the defense is going to back up that much, Draymond's got to step into the mid-range shot, and he took it that time.
Here's Speedy. Offline with his three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Curry, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is.
Warriors trail by 9. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heel. Moses Moody is out there with Kuminga. And it's Post in at the center, locking down the middle. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Speedy in the last game against Utah was all business. He finished with 64 points. And as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Moody. 6 to shoot. The three. The three-pointer is right on target.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And Kuminga throws it down.
What a setup for Kuminga. All he has to do is rise up and throw it down.
And the basket by Speedy. Now Curry. He's got 8. Fires away from way outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got 5 rebounds tonight.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 11 points.
Steph Curry is a brilliant offensive basketball player. The D backs up, and he just shoots that one off the dribble.
And the basket by Speedy. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Curry deciding where to go with it. Golden State moving the ball around.
So much talk about Steph's scoring ability, but he's also a great facilitator.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's Speedy. 24 points for him. Now here's Curry. Behind Divine Heel and gets it to him. The layup off target. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Speedy. Good on the triple. Speedy's got 12 now in this quarter.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Different look here for the Warriors. Does it for the first half of play. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 13. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Welcome, folks. Game 1 and a big deficit right now for Golden State.
When you have fewer possessions than your opponent, your chances decrease. They have to find a way to rebound in the second half.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses. And after game 1, it's all about how you cover up those.
Thanks for spending half.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. What a game we're seeing from Speedy.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Speedy in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Payton kicks to Curry. Back to Payton. Green with a screen for Payton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Speedy. 30 points in the game. Three-pointer. Podziemski grabs the board. Down low, here's Green, and Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Here's Speedy. There's the triple. And again for 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Count that one.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Timberwolves leading by 13. Puts up a 3. Good. Another from 3.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
That last 3 means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history. A 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Speedy. He's got 36. Knocks down the 3-ball. Speedy's got 39.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Connects again from distance.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the net.
Now GA tied to the 3rd most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history.
And 10 triples equals Dame Lillard's buzzer-beating performance in 2019 when he waved bye-bye to the Thunder. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today.
Good! Another from 3.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game.
Equaling Game 6 Clay, who buried OKC back in 2016 with 11 triples.
Here's Butler. Julius Randle with the rebound.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And again for three.
Incandescent from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop it?
I don't know. And he's now tied the single-game playoff record for three-pointers made.
12 triples, putting him neck and neck with Dame Lillard's record-setting game in 2021.
Timeout called the Warriors. Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Malik Beasley in for Edwards. Then for the Warriors, Kuminga's come in for Green. Moody comes in for Gary Payton. And Hield subbed in for Curry.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Speedy. Connects again from distance.
What can you say? Wow, he's done it. The most three-point makes in NBA playoff history.
Oh, an incredible achievement. One that will surely be celebrated around the world.
And the three-point marks falling fast. That one previously set in 2021. He's riding that wave to push it further.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Pass to Moody. Now here's Hield. Fires the three. Rebound, Minnesota.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga out there with Moses Moody. And it's Post in at the center position. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Let's go. Rebound by Hield.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Curry passes to Kuminga. Golden State moving it around. Pass to Post. Back to Hield. 5 to shoot. For the three. Reid with the rebound. Reid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Speedy. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Buries the long-range jumper.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
It's stolen by Curry. Here's Moody. The rebound by Edwards. For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Minnesota making some changes. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry.
losers of war when you just won a crucial battle.
That's a great win. Now, forget it. One game at a time. Win tonight, and the next round is in sight.